Hi, welcome back. My name is Tony from EB03. Welcome to another episode. Wanted to hop on here really quick. It's late over here in the Midwest. It's about almost 11 o'clock. A little tired. It's been a long week, long day. But just wanted to hop on here for you guys really quick and provide some information. One Piece has announced that Bandai has announced that there will be reprints of OP13. And also EB03, the extra booster of the Heroines edition of the Women's of One Piece, will also have reprints both in June. And yeah, this is awesome because these boxes have been selling out. EB03 is not even out yet, and it's like $600 a box. So news came out last night that they were going to reprint OP13, and that's been in my eyes, the best set with all the red mangas, the Luffy going for $38,000 at all-time high. So to have the opportunity to buy these sets again is amazing. You know, if we can get it, I don't think it'll go back down to MSRP, but it won't be a $700 box. You know, it's been released for 3 months and it reached the amount of $700, and I think after news broke yesterday, it's dropped down to like close to $400, high $400, but that's a big difference. I think that news has kind of spooked all the scalpers and they're trying to unload all their stuff. I think a lot of the scalpers jumped over to Dragon Ball Z because that's the next thing that's popping, you know. But I, for one, being a collector, investor, and now a player, I find this to be great news. There'll be more product available to the players, more product available to the collectors at a cheaper price. You know, will it bring down the value of our investments, our cards that we have back there? Yeah, a little bit, but this is a long game for me. I think it's going to survive the test of time, and it'll be around for at least 5 to 10 years. You know, and I think it's got the ability to match up there with Pokemon, and and keep going after that. So again, we got the Netflix show running, and the other day I happened to look on Instagram, and Jamie Lee Curtis was even, excited about the new series. I don't know if she has a friend, but that's acting in it, or she's just hyped about it. But Dr. Karuha, the doctor that trained Tony Chopper to be I'm giving a lot of info away here. I'm sorry, guys. Spoiler alert, but Dr. Karuha, I can't remember how to pronounce it, but she's the one that taught Tony Chopper how to be good in his field. I won't give it all away, but she has that bottle of booze always, and it looks like she's coming out here as one of the new characters being presented in the live action series. So looks awesome. And Jamie Lee Curtis, another celebrity promoting One Piece. So sky's the limit, guys. This ain't going anywhere. And I'm happy. I'm happy we're getting cheaper prices. I know people that got in late or at high prices, scalpers, and I have no hatred towards scalpers, man. Everybody's got to make a living, honestly. But as far as for collectors, investors, and players like myself, I'm happy to get a chance to buy some OP13 product, that they're going to print more. And that's great news, guys. I'm really excited to hear that. I think it's the best set One Piece has released so far, as far as hits, all the hits and, high money manga cards. There's a bunch of them. Red mangas and Railer mangas and SPs and just great cards all around. Gold, silver cards. So yeah, I'm happy to hear that. And then the EB03, the Heroines, the ladies edition of One Piece, hasn't even came out yet, and they're already announcing reprints. They've had a theft where they stole cards of the new set. I heard today I was at a LGS local game shop with my daughter today playing One Piece, and talking to one of the players, and he said that also apparently there's been also a fire that burned some product down. So to hear that they're going to be already reprinting that in June for people like you and me to have a crack at it, great news, guys, because these prices were just unsustainable. $800 for a booster box of cards. I mean, it's unsustainable. If it keeps going higher and higher and higher, it's going to price out the players. Nobody's going to want to play the game because they can't afford it. They can't find the supply. and that's how games die. So by doing this, I think it's going to keep the game alive, for a longer time. Not financial advice, it's just my opinion. But yeah, I'm enjoying the cards, the art. It's awesome. So also another thing as far as news is the game, playing the game. It's been fun. My daughter and I went yesterday. It was her first time. She had so much fun. The community's amazing. They gave her so many free cards to build her deck on. She started her starter deck on Ace. I'm running the Luffy starter deck 29, which I'm enjoying. Easy to use, by the way, and it's a good starter deck. He has a lot of lives. So but now we're ready to build onto our deck, to take some cards out and add some stronger cards in to make our deck stronger, because we're playing some pretty good competition, but they're all friendly and they're all showing us how to play. And for you that are collecting or investing and haven't played this yet, do yourself a favor and learn how to play. Just show up to the store. You'll meet people that'll show you how to play it. They'll be patient with you. You have nothing to lose. It's like $5 or $8 to show up for 2-3 hours to play different rounds with people. Super friendly. And you get a reward at the end, for $5, So I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's worth your while to learn how to play, or at least try to learn how to play, and just be there, and be there weekly if you can. So yeah, my daughter and I are already, starting to add to our decks. And yeah, it's exciting times, guys. And it'll humble you, because it won't just, you won't be so hyper focused on the amount of the card, what it's worth, or what you can sell it for or trade it for. I mean, we're going to be conscious, right? We all need to make money. We all want to make money. We want to get out of the grind. And that's nothing wrong with that. But once you start playing, it'll help you also, like, oh wow, maybe I don't want to sell that card or trade that card. Maybe I want to add that to my deck to build my deck better, so I can win some of these tournaments and get a chance at a better reward, which again, I won't tell you what it is. So you guys got to get out there and find out for yourselves what the prize is. And that loss of money of not selling that one card to add it to your deck, if you end up knowing how to play pretty good or decent, you might make that money up through those prizes. So just giving you a heads up there, guys. All right. And yeah, I hope you guys are able to get some product here soon. If you haven't, the well is dry everywhere, out here. It's getting harder to find cards. But if you do find them, just I bless the pulls, man. Good luck. I hope you guys pull something good. And again, had fun. I went yesterday with my daughter, went today again with my daughter, met different people. We went at different locations. Everybody in both locations was friendly. You got kids, adults, middle-aged people, just everyone. Just, it's a great community, guys. I don't know. I guess when you're into something and someone else is into something, there's something you guys relate with. So it's peaceful and it's fun. And yeah, why don't you guys let me know how you feel if you guys are playing out there, And again, I'm excited for these reprints. And I'll leave you guys with one last thought here. If One Piece can, reprint OP13 in June, what are the chances that they can reprint older sets? I mean, what's stopping them from reprinting older sets? Nothing, right? So, yeah, just think about that for a second before you go and buy a $1,000, booster box. Sometimes it's better to hold on and wait. These OP13s are so loaded with hits that even when they do release them, if they can get down to $300 instead of $700, I definitely will be buying one. $300 is not cheap either, but it's a lot better than $800 for the best set that One Piece has released. You know what I mean? I think it's like I said it before, it's the evolving skies of Pokemon. That's what this OP13 set, carrying on his will, is to One Piece. So I'm excited. I'm excited about the gameplay, more and more excited about that, versus the just thinking of what my cards are worth and what I can sell them for down the line. I'm actually enjoying the present. I really strongly suggest you guys learn. Like, again, I'm almost a 50-year-old man and I'm playing here with card games, and I'm not the only adult there either. So, but yeah, that's all the news for today. I'll go ahead and catch up with you guys tomorrow. I want to provide. I have a few uh, hits I'm thinking about for, giving you guys some thoughts and maybe purchasing some cards that aren't too expensive, that are not over $100, and that might be a long-term hold, or it's just a beautiful piece of art that's worthy of adding to the collection, and see where it goes 10 years from now. Okay, I'll try to get on here tomorrow and provide some of that, some of those blue collar hits, like I like to call them. All right, you guys have a good night wherever you're at. Be safe. It's late over here, and again, if you're opening One Piece cards tonight, bless the pulls. All right, take care. Good night. Bye.